Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Browns versus Bears NFL matchup on Sunday, December 17th, 2023. Of course, we give out tons of free picks every day at Pickdawgz, but if you're looking for the games we like the best, those are the ones we put under the premium picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off any purchases. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people with big bankrolls who make big bets. Of course, I have that. I like it, so maybe you will as well. All you got to do is text that number that you see on the screen. Not available on the site, so you got to text. But let's get to this one. We got the Browns taking on the Bears, and the Browns 8-5 on the season. The Bears 5-8, much improved in their recent games. 5-5 in their last 10, which pretty hard to believe since the Bears started the season so terribly. And the Browns 6-4 in their last 10. Of course, the quarterback problems for the Browns well documented. Joe Flacco still in as QB for these Cleveland Browns, who have been the defense carrying the day pretty much all season long. The Bears are coming off back-to-back wins, all in divisional games, beating the Lions and the Vikings. They'd fallen to the Lions prior to that and then had beaten the Panthers. So they've won 3 of their last 4 games. And, we've seen is on the road, though, they've lost 2 of their last 3, but they did beat the Vikings 12-10 in Minnesota. When we look at what the Browns have done recently, they finally got back to the win column last week, beating the Jacksonville Jaguars 31-27 after losing to the Rams and the Broncos. They had, prior to that, 3 consecutive wins, beating the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Cardinals after losing in Seattle to the Seahawks, and then, of course, beating the Colts in that wild one in Indianapolis prior to that. So, the Browns have kind of hung in there. They've played some pretty solid football over the course of the season. And I believe, when you have a defense like they do, certainly makes up for a lot. The Browns number 1 in the NFL in yards allowed, 263 yards per game, only 4.9 yards per play. They are number 1 against the pass, teams throwing for less than 160 yards per game. Number 1 in completions against, number 1 in completion percentage against, teams completing just 56% against the Browns. And, of course, they've held teams to the second lowest QB rating in the league as well. Meanwhile, the Bears, their offense, based on the run, so they're going to try and pound it at this Browns defense, which is probably your best chance. But meanwhile, the Chicago defense, certainly no slouches themselves, and picking up Sweat, during that trade with the Commanders certainly has added to what this defense can do as well. 12th best in yards allowed. And, when you're in the NFL, the difference between first and second and 12th, it's 20 yards per game. I mean, that's really is the difference. So it's not that much. It's the teams that are trailing way down the pack. They're one of the best teams against the run. And the Browns, they lean on the run, while the Bears' pass defense not that great. But, it's Joe Flacco at quarterback here for the Browns. I just think that, this is a light line, and I think they're trying to really to get action here on the Browns, but they're not going to get it from me. I think all the value is on this Bears team, which is, like I said, playing very improved football. I'm going to take the Bears, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.